Oh, we'll just try it again. This video is going out to John McDon. Baddest video on Jesus. Who do I think Jesus is? I watch videos on YouTube. I believe what I see on YouTube because it makes sense. I believe that Jesus Christ is Caesar Caesarion Cleopatra's son. I believe he knew between 7 and 11 languages and traveled to India, actually traveled to Western Europe, and then to Eastern Asia in a tin trading caravan, camel caravan. I believe that he traveled with those caravans to keep him away from Octavius, who, if Octavius would have got a hold of him, would have killed him at a much younger age. So that's who I believe Jesus is. And when I say believe, I'm not talking about I am absolutely sure, because when it comes to anything that comes out of these books, I am not sure. I have 3 of these Bibles. See, this is not a King James, so you can't see it, but it says with the Apocrypha. Okay, this is more of a Catholic Bible. That would be anti-King James. So I have this, but I have an RSV over there. And so it's somewhat James. And I have a James Bible also. Just bought it, to see what the differences are. These books were written. Where does it say Holy Bible on here? You can't see it. These books were written, these Bibles, and a number of other religious writings were written to control and manipulate people. I will give you an example of this, John. An example is sacrifice, John. Alright, I want you to sacrifice some of your wheat, okay, as a burnt offering. I want you to sacrifice a couple of your pigeons as a burnt offering, and a goat as a burnt offering. Now, I know you love that goat. I know you love it, and you don't want to chop its head off. And I know you don't want to watch everybody in our community eating your poor little goat. But if you want to be right with God, you need to sacrifice that goat to God. And we're going to cut its head off, and we're going to barbecue it, and we're going to eat it in the name of God. John, the book is simply made to manipulate people into doing things that they don't want to do, but that they need to do. Because if somebody don't sacrifice up some goat right now, alright, then we ain't going to have no hamburger for dinner. Alright? That's the way I see it, John. John, my name is Tobacco Rowe. Thanks for hollering at me. My name is Jeffrey Rowe. Jeffrey Space Rowe. That's my troll. I like trolling. I enjoy trolling with other trolls, vloggers, whatever you want to call us. Cutthroats. Cutthroats and comics, John. Tobacco Rowe is, I've been growing tobacco plants on YouTube for 5.5 years now. No, 5 years now of growing. 5 to the numbers. 4 3/4 years of putting up. I've been on since 2007. I can actually give you a link to that video that I put up in 2007. But I did a lot of videos on Jeffrey Rowe 1960. It's a terminated channel. It got terminated by somebody who was harboring and employing and not doing any kind of taxing of a non-registered sex offender. And he didn't like me posting that video, so his lawyer was the last one to terminate my channel that had 500 videos on it that had been from 2008. I have 10 or 12 channels probably. including, my daughter, my son, grandchildren, and all their channels and all my channels. Mainly I do the tobacco here. Put this here to do my preppers, maybe talk about religion and government, and how to prepare for shit hits the fan, and watch Dimcat and that basic kind of stuff. I have Jeffrey Rowe, which is where I talk to a bunch of vlogger crazy people who sometimes they're patting each other on the back, and sometimes they slit your throat. So you never know. Stab you in the back kind of guys. And it's fun. It's for enjoyment. It's very addictive. I don't suggest it to anyone. It's worse than pot. Yeah, I got my pipe over here. I have another channel, Jeff T space Rowe, R-O-W-E. I do folk art there. Right now, the folk art world is not really turning, which is crazy because usually Friday the 13th, which is September the 13th, is our high time for doing folk art, and things are pretty quiet over there. Things just went quiet in Troll Town, and everybody's kind of pissed off at each other, which is fine. Got too much serious trashing going on, and that's fine. I watch it go up and down. I pat on the back, I slit throats. So over here, I've been coming back and forth over here for the last, since I turned it on at the start of the summer and started to grow my tobacco. But I'm not spending a lot of time here because I'm not putting as much effort into the tobacco as I put into it before. I'm trying to kind of just let it do it all by itself instead of putting work and effort into it. Yeah, I get 2 views over here. That's Extreme Patriot and Joe Call, unless I send this video to somebody. And that's about the gist of it. That's what I think of Jesus Christ, and it's what I think about the Bible and other religious writings and what they're used for. They're just simply devices to control people. And yeah, Jesus Christ, current time, 7 languages and know all those philosophies. I mean, this guy is a wise guy, and he's got a rich ass sister, Mary, to turn his 5 loaves of bread into fish and food for everybody. Amazing story there, if we ever get to the bottom of it. So, peace out. John McDon. Cool name. My name's Theron Carmichael, actually. But cool name, John McDon. Cool name.